TJ didn't look good, though, huh?
Oh, he done well. He done well. I'm happy for him.
I'm gonna get you some sandals. I am.
No.
Since you're moving to Cali.
No.
Since you're moving to Cali.
Initials and signature on that yellow line.
Brow was broken, huh? From the get-go.
Very flat. His reactions remained the same. Kept walking into that left hand, left high kick. That changed the course of it in the first and in the second. But I think you should man up and fight him now. You brought him out of college. You said you brought him up, and then Dwayne came in, took him from you, and now he's winning the World Championship, and you should man up now and get that fight, I feel. That's your only fight, really.
We'll see. It seems like Conor keeps trying to get me and TJ to fight each other, which for me is not something that's attractive, even though he's got the belt in the 135-pound division. It's one of the reasons I came up to 145s, and I said I'd rather fight Conor.
I believe it. It's his only fight. He went running from you guys. Uriah took him out of school, built him up. Dwayne comes in, takes over, and then takes the champion. I told the truth. I told the truth. I see these comments going back and forth, and I realize, man, Uriah's an absolute pussy. Took some kid out of school, showed him the ropes, brought him in, showed him the path, gave him the opportunity, brings in a stand-up coach to coach the gym. He takes over the coaching and then takes TJ with him, and then TJ goes with him. I think it's a bitch move on TJ's part, and I think it's a bitch move on Uriah's part, not recognizing it. Recognize the enemy. Recognize the enemy. That's what I will say. Stop being a pussy. Man up. That's the fight to make. You ain't got nothing left. That's the only fight you have. I mean, what else has he got?
All right, guys, let's do this. To the scale, please. Sasha. 155. To the scale, please, Chris.
This is one of those fights, I think, that obviously Grits has a lot more experience. He trains with Ben Henderson. His ground is going to be great.
154 and a half.
And I think that Sasha has less experience. I think Sasha's going to want to keep this fight standing and try to turn it into a slugfest.
That's what I'd like to see. Yeah. That's Indian, is it? Yeah. Wow. Looks Irish. That looks exactly like the Irish flag, only for the thing in the middle.
Fighting in a cage is one of the hardest things to do ever, because you go in there and there's a guy, he wants to smash you, he wants to devastate you. And having that fear is like one of the most stressful situations that you can have. And mastering this takes a lot of guts and a lot of bravery.
Everybody's like, this is a great matchup for you, so I'm just kind of believing what my coaches said. I can say for myself, I've waited a long time. I've been here, almost been training for 10 years to just get to this opportunity. So I've worked hard enough and I've worked long enough, man. It's my time.
I always feel like myself, I'm in the underdog role. But somehow I like it, you know, because the underdog has nothing to lose. Fighting here, I can just win. If I lose, then, yeah, okay, then I was the underdog who lost, so what, you know? And fighting MMA is living for me.
I think Sasha would have picked somebody else if he had his choice. It doesn't matter to me. I need my time. I want my opportunity. I want my little pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. If I gotta beat somebody up to get it, that's what you gotta do.
The first round went correct. Sasha entered correct, patient in the clinch and was dominating the positions. He was winning the exchanges on the feet as well.
You know, I think Chris is kind of a slow starter. Got caught with a couple little punches.
Sasha ended up in a triangle position at one stage. And then I think he fell in love with that position. And then towards the end of the first round, he pulled guard. His opponent was given a takedown. And then second round, he broke. He shot from the corner, pulled guard, and gave up position in every sequence.
You don't want to pull guard with a guy that hits as hard as he does. He continues to go to the ground and doesn't listen to Conor at all.
Now up!
And Conor completely flips out.
Stay on your feet! Stay on your feet! Stay on your feet!
Conor starts losing it, which is hilarious, because he told me he wasn't planning on getting too invested in the guys.
Mount is there, Sasha! Mount! Mount!
Look at Cody. He's got armpit sweat rings and throwing his sunglasses, and it was too funny.
He's dominating every exchange on the feet. It's frustrating to watch. You know, you don't want to see people throw it away.
Sudden victory, third round.
Let's go, Sasha! When he shot from the bell in the third round and then pulled guard, there's nothing more you can do. There's nothing more you can do for the kid, you know. It's only so much words can do. So I was just letting my frustration show. What the? Some people either want to get in here and fight, want to change their life and want to do good for their family and their people back home, and others don't, or they can't. They crumble under the pressure. Don't be going to your back like a bitch! Jake! Pussy!
All right, all three judges scored that last round, 10-9. The winner by decision in the sudden victory round, Chris.
For not being emotionally invested, you sure got emotionally invested?
Yeah, well...
I think you need to show up to morning practices from now on out.
Yeah.
Help these guys out. This is their opportunity. Good job, brother. Break him. Way to break him. Good job, Grits. Conor likes to talk a little smack. Guy doesn't like to lose. I don't care what he says. Now, this is a little... I'm gonna start turning on him.
That's ridiculous. Carry on. Ridiculous. Carry on. Ridiculous.
The sweat, brother. Stressing. Our next matchup, I think, is going to be another loss for their team.
Tell you one thing, if we went coaches versus coaches, we'd smoke you in a second.
It's like, look, dude, let Conor be the personality on this team, because he's clearly the one with the personality, not Artem or the rest of the guys, right? He's like, Conor's like the hot chick that will only hang out with ugly girls.
That would be a demolition job.
Oh, yeah.
Team runner-up. Coach, you should change your gym's name, too.
Yeah, we've got a couple champions, not intern champions.
Who?
Well, I was a world champion for
TJ,
a couple
wait,
years.
TJ ain't part of your
Lance
team.
Palmer.
There's no point in getting that. It's twisted, man. TJ ain't on your team. TJ took over your.
All right, guys. Another big W. Still in control. We're gonna have our boy, Toothless Tom. He'll be fighting Marcin.
Let's go, Marcin. They picked some guy, Tom. More of a jiu-jitsu kind of grinder opponent. Not really great anywhere.
You come here often?
And they picked against Marcin as well. Solid, tough, good strikes and good jiu-jitsu and good grappling. I think the difference between Marcin and Sasha was Marcin has that fight in him. There was no skill difference there. There was no skill difference. It was just errors you were making. There was no skill difference there. It wasn't like he was the better man, because he wasn't the better man. You gave him everything there. You set to your back. You shot in from a mile out. You need to decide to yourself whether you want to be here, whether you want to truly fight. Because that third round, everybody in the room was telling you to stay on your feet and go and press.
I didn't do it.
And you shot from the corner.
He pussied out of it, really. He didn't want to fight. He's not a bad fighter, but he just doesn't have that fire in him.
He didn't shoot in and double leg you. He didn't press you against the fence, land shots and take you down. You sat down. That's it. That was the story of the fight.
You cannot force this onto people. Some people either want to get in here and fight, want to change their life and want to do good for their family and their people back home. You don't want to see kids throw it away like that. You know what I mean? But he threw it away, and that's the end of that.
You can't put the fight into people. It's disappointing. It's disappointing when you don't see the fight in people, but you can put it into them. They either have that fight in them or they don't.
I think Conor going off on Sasha, I think he just wanted to let Sasha know he've done the wrong things in the fight, and I think that will stuck in his memory forever.
You know there's no fear going on here, bud.
What? There's no what?
There's no fear going on here.
No fear going on here.
Yeah, I know. Takes one to spot one. You do need to show up for morning practice, though.
Listen, world champions don't need their hands held, so...
That's true. I gave Conor a little advice to maybe show up and give these guys his full effort if he's going to get so invested and pissed off at him.
I'm running my own show, so I'll give them a platform. I'll have my coaches teach them.
Well, don't get so mad at the poor guy. You didn't even help him out.
The kid threw it away. Yeah. It's not nice seeing a kid.
You didn't help him out showing up for half the practice.
Well, what can I do? You can't teach a kid to fight in that short
I'm teaching my guys.
How to fight?
Teaching my guys how to be champions.
Come on, that second round he shot and pulled guard from the corner.
I got you. No, I know that.
You can't teach that. You can't teach that. You either have it or you don't. You either want it.
Yeah, but don't get mad at the guy for it. That's him.
Well,
we're all individuals.
Yeah, well, exactly. So I don't give a You don't want to fight.
But you don't give but you do give
Well, you either want to fight and want to come in here and win the show, or you don't. If you don't, well, then I don't give a about you. You know what I mean? That's it. It is what it is. This show is
You broke a perfectly good pair of head sunglasses. I could have used those sunglasses.
What are you talking about?
You threw your sunglasses, broke the sunglasses.
Well, when the guy is told to stand on his feet and he's winning every exchange on the feet and in the clinch, and then he shoots from the bell and pulls guard, it gets frustrating. It is what it is when you see kids throw it away. He won the first round. He was dominant in positions. The only reason the first round would have been even close is he pulled guard. He gave your boy the fight. He didn't. There was no significant strikes landed on the feet by your guy, and your guy did not score one takedown. He actually was gifted everything. So you see that is. I don't think he was given it. He took it a little bit. All right. Urijah said something about showing up for morning practice and be there to help these people or something along them lines. But world champions do not need babying. That's the wrong approach. That's Urijah's approach. But my approach is to focus on my own journey. I'm on my own journey, and I'm dominating the game as world champion. I will simply lay down the platform for these people to train under my coaches and go and win it.
Marcin looked very impressive on his fight to get into the house. I know that Conor is really pulling for him to win this fight. Another loss, maybe 3 losses, we could be on the verge of a huge Team Europe meltdown. Tom's 28 years old. He's in his prime right now. For him to win this fight and then get one step closer to winning this competition will be huge for him.
I think in this fight, the main factor will be I'm much more well-rounded than Tom. Tom is a good wrestler, but his stand-up is not that great, and I'll try to exploit those areas.
Here we go. Moving back and forth.
My game plan is to keep my punches straight and then find my openings and see where the fight's gonna take it. It's not good to have such a tight game plan. Kind of a loose game plan where I know what I'm gonna do in each situation.
Hey, remember, he likes to come in for an exchange and stay in there. That's a good time to when he commits and he goes full on for an exchange, get a takedown, right?
When you kick, make it fast. Make everything fast. Don't give him a chance to. You're in his face. Boom. Make it quick.
So, brother, how you doing? Good. My man, well get it.
I think Marcin has that hunger. I think the difference between Marcin and Sasha was Marcin has that fight in him, so It's going to be a good fight. I'll see you out there, right?
Nice, Tom. Look good, brother. Looking good. Feel strong, man. Looking big and strong.
Hairy. Perfect.
Hairy, manly.
You got that good fade, though.
They did that last time.
So cheesy.
Feel the need to build them up. You don't need that. All that fake. Right, that's going to be his head. Your hand's hitting his head.
Yeah.
Winning this fight means everything to me. That's all I'm thinking about now. This is all I want. I came here to do this, to win it, and toughless Tom. Let's make this fight as entertaining as we can. Sorry, I'll have to beat you up, but that's how it goes.
This is my year. This is the year of the Phoenix, the year of the tank. This is Tom Galicchio, and it's my time to shine. You're gonna see me get in that cage, and I'm gonna leave it all out there. This is my shot. Marcina's standing in front of me with the same dream, and I'm not gonna let him take this from me. It would mean so much to me for all my hard work and all my dedication to finally pay off, and it would be great to do it in dramatic fashion, like winning this whole damn show.
Fight on.
Tom went out there, and I thought he had a good first round. He knows his stuff, and he's got his go-to things that he has, and he got in some great positions, but just wore himself out.
By the time the bell rings, Tom's been there for 3 minutes, and his legs are literally completely smoked. He can barely walk back to the corner. Second round, Tom is still exhausted. He burned himself out. He's trying to throw some haymakers, but Marcin just keeps his composure and picks him apart.
I made sure to put that fire into Marcin and send him out there like a bull, and that's the way he went out, and he put his shots together well. I was impressed with his fight IQ. He made some clever decisions in the moment. He didn't panic. You know, at one stage, he ended up on his back. A lot of guys can panic with that, try and roll or scramble out, and end up giving up their neck. But he stayed patient, trusted his base, controlled the hand and landed strikes. He wanted it more. That's what it came down to, you know.
All right, all 3 judges scored this fight 20-18. The winner by unanimous decision, Marcin.
Chris! Yeah? Come on, let's do it. Let's do it, kid.
Marcin called me out after the fight. I thought that was kind of weird. I don't know where it's coming from, because especially, like, we have, like, all these fights that still need to get through. But it's whatever, man. If he wants it, he can get it.
That's how you do it. You break them with the exchanges. Great job. Great job. After today, Team USA, I don't think they are looking forward to the exchanges with the guys from Team Europe, so that's what I wanted to go out and have Marcin bang them shots home and show them that fight. And what else were we saying about position? Position over everything. He tried to dive on the back. He sacrificed position for submission, and he ended up on bottom. Position is everything. Positional dominance.
Guys, Marcin! 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 It was great to get control back to Team McGregor, and I'm super happy to go to the next round.
Oh, man, Conor. America, bro. I'm not gonna let you be the only one wearing clown shoes around here.
At least you gave an effort this time, so I appreciate that.
I got your shoes in the car, actually.
What shoes?
Your sandals, like since you gave up on Ireland, it came already.
Yeah.
We're gonna see. We'll get you those. The newest immigrant.
Team McGregor gets their first win. Conor has basically been saying, with the right matchups, Team Europe will destroy Team USA. Conor is now in position to do this. He has control.
Good fight. Tom and Marcin. Very good fight. Congratulations, Marcin. We have control. Our fight pick, Saul Rogers, and he'll be taking on... Where's the guy? Billy. Billy. I think Billy's a good matchup for him. I think Billy won't be able to take Saul's pressure. Saul will get on top. He will remain on top, and he'll break him down.
It's your time, Saul.
All right, good fight. Best of luck.